Here's your Monday market roundup for the week of March 10th. We're going to talk about three things today, and the first is interest rates. Now, I don't want to make all these about interest rates, but it is the question I get most often from people, so I thought we'd jump in and talk a little bit about what's going on there right now. Currently, they are about as low as they've been over the course of the last 6 months, which is fantastic. There's a lot of downward pressure on interest rates right now, given everything that's happening in our economy. Now, not to get too far into the weeds, but I wouldn't be surprised if we continue to see some more downward pressure this year on interest rates, although I don't think we're probably going to get down into the fives like we kind of hoped going into this year. There's a number of factors that we can talk more about, but the important thing to know is that there is downward pressure and rates are sitting about as low as they've been over the course of the last 6 months, like I said. Number two, inventory issues. We talked a little bit about this last week as well, but there is still lower inventory in our market. No, it's not like it was in 2020 or 2021, which, by the way, we didn't really have an inventory problem there. Houses were just selling incredibly quickly. Right now, the issue we have is that a lot of sellers are stuck or feel like they're stuck because they have that lower interest rate. Now, that doesn't mean it's not the right time to move for you. It just means we have to make a more conscious effort to decide whether it's the right time for you to buy real estate or not. Yes, it was kind of a no-brainer to buy when rates were 3.5. I had some clients who ended up with the high twos in interest rates. But until we see more of that inventory unlocking, which we slowly are, we're not going to have balanced inventory. We're going to lean towards the side of more of a seller's type market. Right now, we're not the buyer's market or the seller's market like we were a few years ago, but we're back to being a lot more neutral than we could be. All right, number three, and this might be the most important part for you today. Here are the three kinds of people I think should be considering buying real estate right now. One is first-time buyers. First-time buyers, the most important thing is that you get into the game. Getting into the game allows you to take advantage of the appreciation that we expect to see over the course of the next year. Right now, depending on where you're looking at the metro, we're probably looking 5 to 8% appreciation based on neighborhood, type of house, all of that. If you expect your income to increase significantly, maybe you wait a little bit to buy. But for the majority of people, as long as the rest of the financials make sense, it's probably a good time to buy, because once you do, you're going to be able to capture that appreciation as you go through. I have clients that bought 2 years ago who have increased appreciation-wise enough that they're able to cash that in and purchase kind of their next home, more of like a long-term dream home than they were originally. And that's why you do it. Buying that first home today can unlock the key to your dream home in the future. Number two, move-up buyers. So, like I just mentioned, I have buyers who've bought in the last 2 to 3 years who've been able to cash in that equity and purchase that dream home or that long-term home that they're planning on staying in for quite a while because they got in the game and they bought early. Now, what does that mean? Yes, it can be complicated to sell a home and buy a home at the same time, but we do it all the time. We help our clients consistently buy and sell in tandem at the same time. Third, and hear me out here, downsizing. As our population ages, we are seeing more and more people desiring maintenance provided or just single level living type homes. That's going to continue and increase over the course of the next decade. We're going to see more and more people retiring, moving into homes that provide maintenance or just provide that single level living where they don't have to go up and down stairs all the time. It's really important as we think through this to understand that more and more people are aging in place, meaning they're not moving into nursing or retirement homes, they're actually staying in their home. But a lot of homes aren't really conducive to that. Purchasing a home that allows for you to age in place could, in the long run, save you a ton of money in retrofitting your current home into something else. So, if you're a first-time buyer, if you're a move-up buyer, or if you're somebody looking to downsize, your situation might be prime right now to save a ton of money in the future by going ahead and purchasing a home. And bringing it back to point number one, if interest rates do decrease, you'll be able to refinance and capture that lower interest rate. Of course, all that is covered by the idea you need to make sure the financials make sense for you now. I never want somebody to overextend to buy a home in hopes of being able to refinance in the future. Thanks for watching the Monday Market Roundup. If you have questions about your unique situation, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to help you understand the current real estate market and how your situation fits into that. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.